time to practice. Go practice.
April 3rd, 1934. The chimpanzees ran away from Jane. Then one chimp let Jane get close. Jane named that chimpanzee David Graybeard. Jane studied chimpanzees in Tanzania, Africa. At first, the chimpanzee ran away from Jane. Then one chimp let Jane get close. Soon, other chimpanzees let Jane get close. 2. She named it David Graybeard. He liked bananas. David Graybeard was the first chimp to let Jane get close. Jane noticed that baby chimps had no homes, so she opened an orphanage for baby chimps. Jane is still alive now. Jane opened an orphanage for baby chimps. Have you ever seen a hen lay an egg? Jane did when she was a little girl.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Take a bow.
May 26, 1951, Los Angeles, California. In 1983, Sally was the first woman to fly to space. She flew the Challenger. Oops. NASA picked Sally to be one of the astronauts. Sally left NASA in 1987 to be a teacher. Sally died in July 23rd, 2012. That was the lie. No, that was. Shh. NASA needed astronauts. Astronauts are people who fly into space. NASA picked Sally. Sally was appointed by the president to investigate the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. In 1983, Sally Ride flew around the Earth in a space shuttle. She stayed for 6 days. Sally was the first woman to fly in space.
All right, everybody out for a big round of applause. Take a bow. Very nicely done.
1987, Annie Solvins came to live with Helen. Helen won her first awards. In 1882, Helen got sick. She became deaf and blind. Helen found ways to let her parents know what she wanted. Helen was born in Alabama in 1880. Helen died on June 1st, 1968. Helen loved books. She wrote a book about her life. In 1913, Helen began making speeches to help blind and deaf people. Helen Keller was born blind and deaf, but Helen got very sick. When she was 2, then she turned blind and deaf. Then Annie Sullivan her parents.
And ladies and gentlemen, a big bow and a big round of applause. Everybody's clapping. Come on. There you go. Nice job.
She was born on December 23rd, 1867 in a cabin.
In the early 90s, Walker invents hair grower.
Wait, how are we doing that? In 1810, she built a factory where she makes her products. She begins opening beauty salons.
She died on May 25th, 1919.
Wait, not yet, not yet. Guys, it doesn't.
J. Walker was born in a cabin in Delta, Louisiana. I'm going to go with you next, David.
Madame Walker was made her own hair care products. She mixed together her herbs and oils. Madame Walker's factory was in India. Indiana.
Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Born in the year 1913. She's also known as the mother of the civil rights movement. She was sent to jail for not giving up her seat on the bus to a white person.
In 1955, Rosa was arrested for not getting her bus seat. 1999, Rosa wins the Gold Medal of Honor. Rosa was born in Alabama in 1930. In 1963, Rosa goes to the March on Washington. There is a street in Montgomery called Rosa Parks Boulevard.
Big round of applause. There you go. All right.
1820 in Maryland. Harriet Tubman was born a slave. She only had one dress and no shoe.
Harriet led 300 slaves to freedom. In 1849, Harriet snuck away to the northern states where there were no slaves. There was something called an underground railroad where even white people would help the black people to escape. Harriet's dreams came true when the Civil War happened. Slavery stopped. Harriet died at an age of 93.
In 1865, Harriet's biggest dream came true. Slavery finally ended. Harriet died at the age of 93. I thought what was amazing was that she walked from Bucktown to Philadelphia. That's a long way.
And everybody, a big round of applause.
1820 in Massachusetts. In 1851, Susan meets Elizabeth Cady Stanton. In 1868, Susan and Elizabeth start a newspaper. In 1872, Susan votes in an election. She is arrested. When she died in 1906, women were still not allowed to vote. Susan's parents did not allow the children to play with toys or games. Women were given the right to vote. Susan B. Anthony's dream had finally came true. Susan learned to read when she was only 3 years old.
And everybody, big round of applause.